So hello guys and welcome back. It's Totalxclipse here with our 6th episode in Let's Play Satisfactory Update 3. Now as you can see we have moved on quite a bit. 2 episodes ago we were talking about the central storage area. We still need to unlock trains and I can't remember what we did in the last episode. I think it was... Actually I know exactly what it is. Let's get there now. In the last episode, we were actually sorting out this conveyor bus under there, which we bring up to here, followed by all of these nice kind of, I don't know, this bus with the nice walkway over it. And then we also worked on the walkways. Now, I'm not sure if I recorded this bit, but basically all I've done here is cover this area. I thought it would be a nice little hidey hole for a various like crafting bench and some storage units. Just a little bit of decoration rather than anything else. And well, today I have no idea what we're going to do. It's officially day 1 in self-isolation, so we need to think of something. It must be tier 6 monorail train. Oh yes, of course. Right. So, for monorail technology, we need computers. We also need the heavy modular frames and steel. Now we've got a little bit of steel in production at our power plant currently, but it's not going to be enough. So really we need to sort this out. So I think, whilst the versatile frame factory is down, we should set up another steel factory. Right, so now that we're here, we can quite clearly see that nothing's running. And I think that's just because we've got no power. However, we've still got all the coal and iron coming up here. And I'm thinking, if we can... What we really need in game is switches, so that we can switch this part of the factory on or off as and when we need it. So we might do that using this power pole. So if we're not using it, we remove the cable, it switches off. And we'll use it as a kind of switch for the time being. And then all the rest of the coal and the iron will come along here, or maybe along here. Yeah, we'll carry it along. So rather than it being used up here, we'll carry it along to this part of the factory where it will be running our steel mill and steel foundry setup. So let's get to work. So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize just how much work there was to be done. So we've done this part and then we started covering everything else. There's going to need to be some more glass foundations placed over there. But we have an issue in that, firstly, if we come down, firstly, we have the crusher machine, the item sink, which needs to be removed, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's only connected to, well, now we're down here. It's only connected to here at the moment. So I'm going to be doing a guide on this anyway in a second, well, in a few days. I think we might need to also split this up a bit rather than have it all on one floor, kind of segregate the floors. If we store pretty much everything, we should be okay. We'll just delete this. Yeah, perfect. Then we need somewhere to stick it. Where we'll be moving it later on. So with that, let's just get rid of these. So at this point, we have actually cleared out everything in these containers, so we can just remove them all. I'm a little bit preoccupied. No, I was going to say I'm a little bit worried about the power poles and getting confused as where the power is all coming from, but it should actually be fine. So once we've cleared all of these, okay, it's just that, it's fine. quickly replace that wall. Clear these. And then the next thing that we need to do is kind of rearrange this. Like, we need to organize it so that everything looks like it's coming in quite neatly. So what we're going to concentrate on for now, very quickly, is actually sorting out all of this. Oh yeah, but we're going to need some more bars, aren't we? Steel beams. Okay, so let's quickly grab steel beams from the other factory, and then we will get started on this and making sure that everything's coming into the factory nice and neatly. Right, so we are finally back, and we have 400, 500 steel beams, so good enough to get started on. We're going to very quickly reorganize this bit. I think we've got, did we unlock it? Logistics, yes, lovely. So we're going to be using this along with some of these, and we're going to need some foundations anyway, regardless. And then in terms of logistics, let's stick that on. Yeah, that should be good. Right, so if we've got everything coming through here, I'm going to want to kind of close this off a little bit. Sorry. So let's start off here. We're going to need walls, I think. Walls are going to be important for this. Would help if I had some iron. Right, okay, we are back on schedule, so let's grab these. We're gonna first of all place these down here. Let's have them this way around. It's the inside. I prefer this side of the wall to the other, but it doesn't look so good if you have them mix matched. Gonna delete you as well. Next thing, let's grab these. We're gonna go for pretty much right angles on all of these builds. There we go. We'll close this in. Okay, for this one, we're going to change your positioning because otherwise it's going to get in the way of this, which I quite often use to get up. So, if we grab a single walled entrance there. Not quite. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then let's bring it. Oh, you know, we could. Let's do it around this side. that is nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now with this bit done, should be able to bring the oars in through here without any issue. What I'm going to say is this probably will clip. I'm not too worried about that as we're going to hide it. I think that's the only option really. Oh no, maybe here. Right, now time to hide the mess that we've made. Oh. Oh. Never noticed this, Aaron. Let's have a quick look down there. We've got predict there'll be scurry. Oh no, just a slope. Oh nice. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Add some more walls. Now we've got a nice, easy slope, followed by this one, which is then going to go onto here via this. Okay, so that's a fair bit neater. Now, what do we need to sort out next? Okay, let's get rid of these, seeing as they're really not necessary. So, what we ended up doing was running a concrete bus along here, which actually sends all the items down into... I wish there was a way to cover this up so it looks a little bit less clippy. Okay. But anyway, we've done that. We managed to clear all this. We're going to have to sort out the power cables, which I think will run along... along the center. And then down here we've got this, which looks much better than it was. So we're doing all right for the time being. Let's just get on to the cable management now. Oh, fantastic. We can go all the way along here. Okay, then from there, head straight to that one. Delete this. Wasn't an issue at all. So with all of this looking a fair bit neater, we can get back to the... Oh, we can't go back up there now, can we? We can get back to the important part, which is the factory. We're back up here, and I'm quite happy to say we can now repeat this. Now, we're going to place all of these along. We're going to try and keep it the same kind of separation. So let's just jump down there and run along here. So we know that it's 2 to 3 high in terms of the splitters, which is good. We also have a straight middle line, and then we've got 1 space between each one, so that shouldn't be too difficult at all. 3. So that's 6. next thing that we need to do is work out how many. So we're creating 45 ingots per minute. We need to have a look at the constructors now and see how we can divide that up. So this uses 60 per minute and the other one uses 30. Yes. So if we've got 45 here, that's 90, 180, 270. So what's that? 30 would make that 240. So we can have, I think, 3 foundries for the steel beams, and then 3, was it, for, is that right? 60, 120, 180, and then 240, and then 3 for the pipes. Yeah. So I was just looking at this and realized that we can't merge 3 and 3 together. That's going to cause us some issues. So what we're going to have to do is merge 2 together, and so 45, 45, that's going to give us 90 bars, which will be enough for a 2-to-1 split or load balance, so that we can create 2 constructors worth. Let's do it here. Let's see if we can do it along the same line. So it is day, and I'm very happy to say we figured it out. It actually took me much longer than I had hoped. I was trying to fit everything in this tiny square, but then I realized if we have the first foundry, going to a splitter, and we'll use the overflow system. So this will be for steel pipes, and as this gets full, we'll then have the excess pipes being all sent through to here, plus this, which would mean that we'd be running at 45, is that right? 60, sorry, items per minute, so that we could create these steel beams, and we have to do this along all of them. So it was actually much easier than at first I thought it would be. And now that that's sorted, we can actually need to start bringing the items together. And I think the best way for this, although we could do it under the factory, I think we'll do under the factory later. We'll probably come back to this, but for now we will just bring all the items to one side so that we can actually work with them, because we are running out of steel beams quite quickly. So we're going to call it there for this episode. We now have a steel foundry up and running specifically for steel pipes and steel beams, which is nice. That can operate when we're not creating versatile framework. If only we could implement a switch system, that would be awesome, but instead we'll just switch on and switch off the power cables as and when we need them. In fact, we might find that this is now running. Oh no, we left it unconnected. Perfect. So there we are, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please do like it. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. We've got loads more guides and some Let's Play videos coming up over the next couple of weeks, seeing as we've got some time off. But thank you so much, and as always, until next time, ciao for now.